What's up, guys, and welcome back to my winter car. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were finally able to get P1 in the Junior Cup Rally. I can't even begin to explain what a relief it is that it's over. Granted, we will still have to compete in the Amateur Cup as well, but today we can start getting the Revette ready for the ice race. So the first thing that we need to do is hop into the Revette and bring it on over to Fleetari's. It's still Sunday. Okay, I guess the first thing that we need to do is actually head to bed, and then we can take it to him in the morning. I'd like to apologize to you guys for missing another upload. The rally did take much longer than I was expecting, but there are also some additional external factors at play as well. Discord members will of course know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna get into it. If you want to know, join the Discord. We'd love to have you over there. But let's go ahead and let this sucker warm up for a little bit. I should probably get the blower turned on as well. We'll get the doors opened up and bring this bad girl on over to Fleetari's. Well, this is awkward. I guess we must have, like, smashed the front end well enough to where we've lost both of our headlights. This is gonna be a very dark drive over to Fleetari's, but we gotta get there as soon as we possibly can. What the heck is wrong with this thing? First, no headlights. Now it's doing the weird thing with the tack and the speedometer, like what our tractor does when we turn it off and start it. Second gear is doing some really weird things. Hang on. Is it possible that the handbrake just isn't fully down or something? Let's try this. I figured it out. Hang on. Let me just put it into neutral so we don't drive off the dang road. The choke is still out. That'll do it. That'll do it. You know, it's funny. Initially, I was really worried about putting all these used parts on the Revette, but if you think about it, we really only drove this for the rally. Basically to and from and while competing in the rally. We've barely put any kilometers on it at all, so in the grand scheme of things, I really don't think it matters too much. We'll get the ignition killed though, make sure we kill the blower as well. And the reason that we're bringing this to him is because we have to have some sort of like netting system installed. I really don't know much about it. I'm just going off of the research that I've done on the wiki. Fleetari, good to see you, my man. I remember seeing it in here when we were doing the roll cage. Windshield replacement. Steel safety net installation, 450 marks. It's really not that bad. Is there anything else in here that we should maybe have him look at or do?
Nope.
That's it, Fleetari. Cool. He's gonna let us use his boat over here, his land yacht, to get back home. And rather than heading straight back home, I think I'm gonna actually go into town and make a pit stop at Psk, so we can get some headlight bulbs. Or wait, no. We're gonna have to get a few things ordered from the parts magazine. So we should probably get the envelope for that before we make our way back into town. So pop this sucker open and flip through her real quick. We'll figure out exactly what we need. All right, so let's see here. We've got 15-inch wheels. This one has a higher offset, so it might fit our fender flares, but I'm pretty sure we have to remove the side skirts in order to compete in this ice race. And then if we do that, it's probably gonna look really stupid with the fender flares. So I'm tempted to go with these because they kind of look like Cosworth-esque. But then again, we don't even have this thing, so that doesn't really matter either. Those are the wheels that are pictured down here. Let's just go with these. These look very rally-esque. They are the most expensive rim, but it's maybe worth it. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And then there's one other thing. Oh yeah, this is new too. I don't really care to do it, but it's cool. Unfortunately, we do have to run mud flaps for this race. We don't have to run all 4 of them. There only needs to be flaps on the driven wheels, which for us, it's rear-wheel drive, so we'd only need flaps on the rear. We're buying all 4, so I'm probably just gonna install all 4. Totally fine. This might be a good opportunity for us to upgrade to this, like, separate fuel cell. But if we don't have to spend the money, I don't think I'm going to. And that interior stuff looks like is the only new thing in here. Again, it's cool, but we don't need it. Kind of a waste of money. All right. We've got our little envelope. We're going to hop back in the land yacht and make our way into town and drop this sucker off at Psk. I probably should have just taken the sorbet. I mean, this really isn't the kind of vehicle that you want to be driving in these winter road conditions, but it does need a little bit of fuel, so I suppose we'll put 100 marks worth in it while we're here. In the previous episode, I had mentioned that there were quite a few more cars in the Psk parking lot, and it looks like that is still the case. Even got a police car with that sick van, man. I wish we could have a van again. Uncle's van, you know what, I'll fill it up in a second. Uncle's van was so sick. I miss it a lot. Who the heck is Mr. Cool over here? Where are you going, bud? Oh, and what the heck is this stuff? Got more coffee, it looks like. And propane. Not for sale. This is just overstocked coffee, I guess. We can still buy the charcoal. I genuinely was not expecting to see anyone walking around in here. That's a great change, though. I don't see anything else that's new. Oh, wait. Well, we can't pick it up, whatever it is, but all the freezers are full. Oh. And we've got another type of milk, maybe? Again, can't pick it up, can't purchase it yet. They even talk on the phone? Are there other people? What's up, boys? How we doing? Cool, okay, yeah, no, you just keep, yeah, you keep looking through the classifieds magazine. Good luck on your winter car as well. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, I love walking in here and seeing new things, you know? I guess that's the main benefit or perk of this being an early access title. Anyways, we need 2 of these light bulb boxes, and I believe that's it for now. Marguerite, how we doing? Wait. We're pretty low on food at home. 175 marks now. Thank you so much, Marguerite. I do appreciate it. Does he ever sit down, or is he a wanderer? We're all fueled up, but I can't leave the parking lot without first checking out this beautiful, beautiful machine. I mean, the only time that we've seen it is when it's driving by at a decent speed on the main road there. Like, why? That's kind of sick. Obviously an import. Why can't we own this? Why can't we drive this thing around? It would be... It's got dual tips, too. It would be so sick. Anyways, let's hop back in and make our way back to our parents' house. We're getting very thirsty and a little hungry.
Moments later.
I didn't make it very far. I passed the intersection there and immediately put it into the ditch, so That's cool. Oh, it's just a guy walking. I'm like, what? What is that? I thought it was a moose at first. Yeah, this is not working. I think I'm gonna have to try to push this thing out of here. This actually isn't too bad. It's pretty easy to push. I think me leaving it in low gear probably helped a little bit. Just gotta get it back up onto the streets, and we'll be home in no time. I have really, really missed recording episodes like this one. You know, not ones where I'm constantly pulling my hair out trying to complete a rally stage. The past 3 episodes were the exact same thing, and I was really, really starting to lose my marbles, just a little bit. But what we need to do now is wait around for quite a while before we can head to bed, and then in the morning we'll go check over at Fleetari's to see if he's got our new netting installed. I used to hate waiting around. Now it feels really dang good to just be doing this instead.
The next morning.
I thought I was showing up here a little too early, but as soon as we pulled into his little parking lot, his garage door opened up. So it's 8 a.m. Right. I can't ever remember what time he opens. Here's our cost breakdown, only 418 marks. Thank you so very much, Fleetari. I probably should have verified that he actually, like, did the work. There it is. All right, cool. That looks... Wait a minute. Does that mean we don't have... No, there's still glass there. Okay, never mind. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. We've still got loads of work to do to this thing. I'm sorry, what? We definitely had our door card still after he installed the roll cage, but now that he's installed this netting, I think he stole our door cards. That kind of sucks, but what do you do? You know? What do you do? Now, believe it or not, there are actually more things that we have to uninstall than we have to install on the Revette in order to take part in this ice race thing. We've already got our steel mesh window netting stuff. We've got to get the new wheels and tires on, obviously, still waiting for those to show up in the mail. And then headlight bulbs, and then the mud flaps as well, just in the rear. Again, waiting on those to show up in the mail. But the list for uninstalling kind of blew my mind. We have to get rid of the bumpers. We have to ditch our taillights. We can't run a grill. We can't have side skirts, which I mentioned earlier. Rear spoiler, question mark, is what I have on my note sheet. I think that only pertains to if we had an aftermarket spoiler, right? This little DuckTales kind of integrated into the boot lid. We actually can't remove that, I don't think. So hopefully we're okay on that. And then for whatever reason, we're not allowed to run a parcel shelf anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that thing straight away. And we'll start stripping this thing down even more. If we had a spare wheel too, we wouldn't be able to have that in the trunk. I don't believe we do. No, just some sandbags. So we should be good there as well. I'm going to toss in our brand spanking new light bulbs that we got from Psk really quick. And then let's unfasten the side skirts. I don't remember what size bolt that was, but I'm fairly certain that there was a bolt holding that on. Let's try an 11. Lucky guess. Lucky guess. With the skirts taken off, I guess it doesn't look that weird having the fender flares on there, but I still think I'm going to go ahead and remove those as well. Oh my god. Can you just... There it is. Holy cow. Moving on to the front bumper. This should be a 10 mil. It's going to be one over here and one on the other side. I think the grill was using a 9 mil if I remember correctly. God, it's going to look hideous without a front bumper. Oh, maybe we could run... I'm gonna have to check. Maybe we'd be able to run this thing now, though. This, like... Well, it says no spoilers. I think that means front and rear. So let's not and say we did. I really don't understand why we wouldn't be able to run bumpers or our grill. I mean, I guess the logic there is that if we get into an accident, maybe there's less stuff that'll break. I have no idea. I really shouldn't complain. I mean, it's weight reduction. In theory, this should make us go faster. And I just noticed that we now only have the driver's side mirror, and it's chrome. Our old ones were definitely like a black plastic material, but yeah, there's no longer a mirror on the passenger side. 2 more 10 mils to remove the rear bumper, and now we can take out those taillights. Again, I don't really know why we would need to remove these. I also don't know what size they are. It's an 8. If the goal of all of this was just to make the Revette look goofy as heck, we've nailed it. It looks like a project car again. Now, unfortunately, it is time for me to take my lunch break, but when I come back, we'll go pick up those other parts from Psk and get those installed as well.
1 hour later.
I ventured all the way out here earlier this morning, and Marjorie just gave us a blank stare. She didn't have the parts for us then, but maybe she'll have them now. Beautiful. 3,054 marks. Marjorie, thank you so much. Also, I lied before when I said that we were just gonna bring these back to our parents' house and get them installed. We kind of have to head to Fleetari's now so he can put some tires on those new rims. I'm trying to be pretty quick about this because technically the ice race starts on Friday. That's sort of our practicing / qualifying day. I don't need to keep the box. I'm gonna let Fleetari keep that thing. These, oh, are they really? They're individual? Awesome, cool. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. I'll get them loaded up. Probably should have just brought the wheels in straight away, but that's all right. I just noticed that there's a like chorus logo on these too. That's pretty sick. All right, Fleetari. I'm gonna drop these on your counter. Last time we had him mount tires for us, it only took him a day. I'm hoping that we got them to him soon enough where he might have them... Well, what time's he close? He might have them done the same day, but I highly doubt it. At least we don't have to get these ones resprayed. I do like the white. So, let's see in here. We need tires. We're going to go with the studded rally tires, I think. Hopefully this isn't a huge mistake, but I did save prior to getting here, so if we get them back and try to sign up for the ice race and it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. There's only one tire size for these 15-inch rims, so we can't really screw this up. All right, Fleetari, please call me when they're done. Maybe later today, you know, this afternoon. That would be cool before you close. Probably not. There was one other thing that we were supposed to uninstall earlier, and that is our radio. So it should just be that one screw, and then we can get that screwed back in so our dash cover or instrument panel thing doesn't fall out on us. Again, like with a lot of the other stuff, I don't really know why we're meant to take it out, but the wiki clearly says that you shouldn't have a radio or amplifier or subwoofers. It's more weight reduction, right? At the end of the day, it's not the worst thing. Ooh, actually, we should see if we could respray those. The blue is fine, but like, if they could be color matched, turns out they can't be. That would have been a lot cooler. Like I said before, we really only need these on the rear of the vehicle, or I guess the wheels that are driven, right? Those need to have mud flaps. But since we have a whole set, I'm gonna go ahead and do front and rear. Hello? Is it just because it's upside down and kind of backwards? They're not like side specific. There it is. I gotta admit, I really don't like the way that these things look. They stick out a little bit too far. You know what? Maybe they would look better if we had the fender flares. Let's try to toss this one back on there. This is the other side. It's the left side. There we go. Nope. Nope, still don't like it. And we have once again reached a point where we really can't do much of anything else except wait for Fleetar to install those tires on our new rims. I would do like a firewood delivery job or a septic tank job if I could, you know, if we had one of those, but we haven't received a phone call in quite some time. Have I just forgot to pay the... Nope, haven't forgot to pay the phone bill. All right. I'm just gonna be hanging out here for a little while. See you guys in a minute.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I was just responding to a couple of your guys' comments from the previous episode, and allegedly, we don't have to get the roll cage uninstalled in order to pass the inspection, which is likely coming up at some point. I don't know how soon, but surely it's gotta happen, right? But what we do have to do, why is this? Are these not on? Maybe I just need to pay. Well, if I had to pay the electricity bill, the lights wouldn't be on in here. Anyways, apparently, or I should say allegedly, we can't pass inspection with the steel safety net doors. Meaning, since we only had the one set of these doors, I'm gonna probably have to order some new ones. Which does kind of suck. Also, the original mirrors are back? This game, I don't understand. I just figured I should probably mention that since I was responding to comments, but Fleetari still hasn't called us, and it's getting really late. So as soon as our fatigue bar is like totally maxed out, I'll head to bed and we'll head straight to his shop in the morning.
The next day.
He never did call us, but it's almost 10 a.m. and I kind of just got tired of waiting, so see what we've got. There it is. All right, Fleetari. You have really outdone yourself, my man. These look excellent. All right, let's not waste any more time. We're going to get them loaded up in the sorbet and then brought back to our parents' house so we can get them slapped on to the Revette. Oh, yeah, I guess I should probably pay the guy, huh? My bad. 3,600 marks. How much money are we going to have left after this? 5,200 marks. It could be worse, right? It could be worse. Now, the question becomes, are these the best choice of tire and wheel for the ice race? Probably not, but I'm gonna run them anyways because they look freaking sick.
Täältä korjaamolta. Se sun tilaus, niin se on nyt hoidettu, että...
Bro.
Tuut hakee kun pystyt.
We were... Okay, wow, he's crazier than I am, apparently. We were just there. How is he gonna call us after we were just there? Unreal, Fleetari. That is... You know what? No, that's on brand with him, for sure. We're gonna do a little YouTube magic on this one, because I have a phone call with my tax guy in like 15 minutes. So here we go. Now this is pod racing. That was probably the lamest thing I could have possibly said, but I gotta admit I really do like the rim and tire combo here. Hopefully it'll allow us to be a little bit more competitive at the ice race, and later on down the line, more competitive at the amateur rally. Dude, I don't even want to think about the amateur cup. After what I had to go through for the junior cup, I I really don't want to think about it. One thing at a time. We're focused on just the ice race for the time being. But unfortunately, that is where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. So once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.